You look good, you have all of the something there about you. Yes, goodie!
Listener letters.
So your listener said, wow. So your listener letter says, what is your number one non-negotiable when it comes to friendships? Number one. I wrote this brief and I never thought about the question. I just wrote down what somebody said. Number one, I think it's somebody who gossips or talks behind my back and doesn't say it to my face. I think something like that.
So, like, no, the number one non-negotiable is somebody who is non-negotiable if it is that you talk about people.
Or talk about people or talk behind my back.
Because, I mean, if they talk about people, the more like they will talk
about you, true. So I think it's people like that because, boy, anytime I see people react certain way or girls, I think it's a very dangerous thing because if I come to you and I share something, right? And I'm in a vulnerable state, and me love to share. She can tell you, me love to share. So I think because of how I am, anybody I'm around, I know I have to be very trusting and be able to be very open and vulnerable. So whenever I don't want like you to be going to people or talking about it or something. So for example, like if I have a problem and I don't understand, like I don't have a problem if you keep it within our friendship. So for example, if let's say me and you have a problem and then you go to Denise or Ash and it's like, hey, so Renee and I had this, and then you come and talk to me about it after, that's not a problem for me because you were seeking clarity.
Right.
But if you go to Denise and Ash and you're like, said the one Renee and said this and da da da, but don't tell her someone tell you, da 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 da. I feel like that's a different scenario.
It is.
And I'm scared of that because it's like you talking like that in such a negative way without having a conversation because
It can be a misunderstanding.
it can be a misunderstanding. Like,
Yeah.
so I think that's one of my non-negotiables. Because I think people who do that it leads to so much other things because you will sneak behind my back, you will talk to me about people, you will see a nigga and try and style me. Like, I feel like girls like that, yeah.
I think for me, a non-negotiable is passive aggression.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like, so if you have a problem and you wish not to state it, say that you wish not to. But if you're gonna constantly like do like or it's not comments or whatever, like because you have an issue and you don't want to talk about it, but we all know that you have an issue, but you just don't want to talk about it because you're not mature enough to have that conversation. But maybe not at the time you're not ready. That's okay.
Just don't come around.
Like passive aggression. Do not do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I will shut down. Because what am I talking about? I thought we're mature adults here.
I thought we can be adults.
I don't like it, man. It's very immature to me.
And people who are like that tend to do it with the people who are closest to them.
Well, yes, that's true. But I don't like passive aggression. So I just feel like say it with the chest. Mighty God, just say it with the chest. Don't jab because that shit piss me off.
Yeah.
I really like it. And this is in general, like female, male friendships, any type of friendship, family relationships, anything. I don't like passive aggression.
With family relationships, though, that's a good one because you're friends with some of your family and you're not, right? You're just some of them are your cousins, some of them are your like, some of them are your cousins, some of them are your family. You understand? Like you're closer to some. But then how do you deal with that? Because I feel like when it comes to families, it's kind of hard, especially like, well, no. I feel like the older you get, you can set boundaries. But...
I do, yeah. And that's how I do. That's really it for me.
Yeah. I don't know. And I think when it comes to friendships too, you have to I feel like you have to kind of find your people. And people communicate more than you think, However you see them deal with other people or you see them react when you and them good. I always observe people when me and them good. Like we're in a good space and how you react to people you're not in a good space with. I'm kind of like...
What do you mean? Like if you see somebody, your friend follow with somebody and how they react?
Yeah, or just simple things, like things that get them upset.
That's true, because sometimes there's some red flags in friendships that we don't see. Like sometimes you'll have a friend that you notice that they always follow with their friends. And it's also something to consider too. If it's within, like, if it's something that you can't understand, like, people will drift and whatever, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you see them like constantly like falling out with people, it's something you have to kind of look into that, because like, why?
Yeah.
Are you the problem?
And then to me, too, it's not every friendship needs to become like close friends. Some people can just.
But I think we also don't understand is there types of friendship.
There are types of friendship. Some people can just be like, 'cause some friends can just be like, say as such you stay, so you just kind of put a. To me, the best thing you can do, I make me understand how you stay. If I know how you stay, I can put up the boundary and I can say me and you will never have a problem.
Right.
Same thing I do with my coworkers. Same thing. If me know say you wraps up on that topic, yeah. I know someone not talk about that in the office.
Yeah.
You know what I say? Because I know where you are go with it. And I know where me I go with it. So I just, you understand?
And then there are seasonal friends, there are friends who are just for particular occasions.
Yeah.
I would say
True.
so.
Or times in life.
This is not the friend that you would pair with in an intimate setting. This is the
Yeah.
friend that you pair with outside.
Outside, like
you're not gonna
in a
have
group.
regular reason, say, well, talk to you about something.
Yeah,
No.
because what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, talk about that. So it's like, I think the older I got, the older I realize, and sometimes it's hard to see, sometimes people struggle with friendships, and you realize that they are not understanding the fact that sometimes friendships are just in a particular level, or they've shifted. The friendship has shifted, and sometimes people have a hard time understanding and grasping that, because maybe you've had this friend for how long, and it's like, I can't believe it's drifting, or people go on different paths, and it's okay not just to end the friendship, but you have to, I guess you have to just come to terms that the level of connection or the commonalities are not necessarily there anymore. You can create new ones, you can work on it, but it's just like, it's just life.
It's life. And to me, let me tell you, if anybody I see or I talk to and I realize that you reach a certain age and you say things like, "I'm not a friend, I'm not have no friend like that, like, or I have no friends." If you reach a certain age in life, you go through 2-3 school, you go on much workplace, and you can't say to yourself that you don't have no friends as an adult. You are the problem, because you either don't understand adult friendships, or you don't know how to maintain relationships, and you don't understand how to respect people or keep boundaries, or you think you have an idea of what a friendship should be, and every person who doesn't fit this category, then you don't think they're your friend, or you don't think. But no, you have different people in life for different things, who you call on for different things. And that's why me and the friends I have now, me and all of my friends, them good, because I understand them. I took the time out to do it. I understand them, they understand me. I know what to go for where, and I know who to go for what, and they know that at the end of the day, if they need something, they can call on me. If it's really serious, we're all gonna band together, we're gonna come together on important moments. But it's not everything. Every friend, you don't need to treat everybody on the same level. No. That's just not it. And it doesn't mean you're closer to one person than you are the other.
Sometimes you are.
Sometimes you are, but it doesn't mean you're like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes you are, but it's not all the time.
A group of girls, it's or just friends,
and you have times too, because like for example,
can come together in different times, and then you see another person. Yes,
like
I've seen that.
Literally, that's literally how we are. Because like even with me, like last year, me and Marissa were like this, because like it was more like, I'm in a relationship now, like, she's been in a relationship for a long time, like we were in sync. Like now I'm single, it's whatever, like, so now it's like I have a time now. And my friend Catherine is single as well, or whatever she is, I don't know. But we're in this season where it's like, because we're kind of we just come out of a breakup, we just whatever, we're kind of close. So and then me and Gabby, for example, we're both trying to do the same thing professional wise. So we're like here right now. So you understand what I'm saying? So you have different people for different times, and it doesn't mean, and that's why I say it doesn't mean I'm less close to Brittany. Right. It doesn't mean I'm less close to you. It doesn't mean that, right? It's just that you have a season in your life that somebody else may be able to relate to.
Correct.
And you appreciate it.
And it's a lot more of that. You need more of that these days, because you just need somebody to feel like
you need something to talk to. Literally. Yes. So yeah, I guess that answers your listener question, plus a little bit more. So that was the episode of the Goodgal podcast. So we will see you next week. Bye.